competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. It's like you like it. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my cool, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. It's like you like it. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that.
An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Watch the pass. Slam. He's crazy.
On first down, Hurts. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The veteran Mario Addison in there to drop him for a loss. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
At the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Hurts. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range. You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes. That's what you call a rookie mistake. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
From the gun, here's Goff. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
1st down, Kansas City.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
He's taken down.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. The Colts' leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there.
46-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 5.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A 1st down and more for Jacobs. And down to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Another Bronco.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Here we go.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Kyle Duggar. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
8-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
Josh Jacobs.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Josh Jacobs, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 11 yards there, first down. Goff on first down. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? That'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. They started on the ground with Eckler. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Goff on third down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Second down, here's Hurts. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Robert Woods, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Broncos 35, Chiefs nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And it brings up 3rd down.
This is Homer. He'll have a first down past the 40. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
Travis Homer, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Well, it was 3rd and 1. The defense was expecting run. They got it. They just forgot to stop him.
Sometimes execution just wins, doesn't it? And give a lot of credit to the big guys up front because they knew they were running against a defensive front that was probably overloaded, and they had to find a way to create just a little bit of space, and they ended up creating a lot of space, and off he went.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Levante David in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
situation. Let's go.
Here is Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Shift.
Now a toss running left, Eckler. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Joey Bosa, and the Bronco defense comes up big.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
They run it with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
Jacobs, the ball.
Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line.
Good tackle made.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 1-yard line.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jordan.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
The 49-yard line.
We go tonight. 180. Hey, 76.
Now a first down throw. Goff. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
44 yards.
Steps away to his left. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
That's what I'm talking about.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
38-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brought down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all had that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
At their own.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It's Eckler again. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
That's a
pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And Amendola with a catch. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They find some open field here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
They're right down here looking for 6.
Brought down behind the.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Now Barner. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Denver, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4.